Sometimes the most painful stories aren't about betrayal. And not even about goodbye. They're about almost. Almost loved. Almost stayed. Almost became everything to each other. But something went wrong. There are no perfect people here. No right decisions. Just moments that change everything. Almost love, stories you don't just hear. You feel. Put your headphones on. And listen with your heart.
She heard his voice after he died. The first time Emily heard his voice again, she dropped the phone. It was 2:17 a.m. The kind of night where silence feels too loud. Her room was dark, except for the dim light of her screen. She wasn't even doing anything important, just scrolling, trying not to think. Trying not to remember him. Daniel. Her fingers froze when a notification popped up. Incoming call. Daniel Redhart. Her heart stopped. No. No, this wasn't funny. Her breath became shallow. Her hands started shaking. Daniel had died. 3 months ago. Car accident. Rain. A late-night drive. Gone in seconds. She had seen him at the hospital. Cold. Still. Silent. And yet. Her phone was ringing with his name. Again. She stared at the screen as it vibrated in her hand. Once. Twice. 3 times. She declined it. Immediately. Her chest felt tight, like the air had been stolen from the room. This is a glitch, she whispered. It has to be. But deep inside, she already knew it wasn't that simple. The next morning, Emily tried to forget it. She told herself it was just some bug. Maybe his number had been reassigned. Maybe someone was playing a sick joke. But something didn't feel right. Because Daniel's number had been disconnected. She made sure of it herself. She even visited his mother after the funeral. They had cried together, holding on to each other like two people drowning. There was no way. Right? At 2:17 a.m. the next night. Her phone rang again. Same name. Daniel Redhart. This time, she didn't decline. Her thumb hovered over the screen. Her whole body was trembling. Just answer it, she whispered to herself. End this. She accepted the call. Silence. Just silence. Hello, she said, barely audible. Nothing. Then. A breath. Soft. Familiar. Her blood ran cold. Emily? The phone slipped from her hand, hitting the floor.
Tears instantly filled her eyes. That voice. She knew that voice. It wasn't similar. It wasn't close. It was him. She didn't sleep that night. Or the next. Or the one after that. Every night at exactly 2:17 a.m. He called. Sometimes he didn't say anything. Sometimes just her name. And sometimes he spoke. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to leave you. I tried to stay. Each word felt like a knife and a miracle at the same time. Emily started losing her grip on reality. She stopped going out. Stopped answering friends. Stopped living. Because the only moment that mattered now was 2:17 a.m. One night, she finally asked the question that had been haunting her. Daniel, where are you? Silence. Longer than usual. Then. Not where I should be. Her stomach dropped. What does that mean? She whispered. I'm stuck. The room suddenly felt colder. Emily wrapped her arms around herself. Stuck, where? Another pause. Then something changed in his voice. It wasn't just sadness anymore. It was fear. Emily, don't let me in. Her heart skipped. What? If I come back, it won't be me. The call ended. That night, she didn't wait for 2:17. She turned off her phone. Sat in silence. Trying to breathe. Trying to think. But her mind kept repeating his words. Don't let me in. At exactly 2:17 a.m. There was a knock on her door. Not loud. Not aggressive. Just 3 slow taps. Her entire body froze. No. No, no, no. Another knock. Emily. Her eyes filled with tears instantly. That voice. But this time, it wasn't coming from the phone. It was coming from the other side of the door. She stood up slowly. Her legs barely holding her. Step by step, she moved closer. The floor creaked beneath her. Her hand reached the handle. Shaking. Her heart was screaming. Don't open it. Don't open it. But her soul missed him too much. Daniel, she whispered. A soft laugh came from the other side. Yeah, it's me. But something was wrong. That laugh was empty. Open the door, he said softly. I've been trying to get back to you. Her hand tightened on the handle. Tears streamed down her face. I missed you. Silence. Then. I know. A pause. Long enough to feel wrong. Let me in, Emily. Her breath caught. And suddenly, she remembered something. The last time she saw him. At the hospital. His hand, cold. Lifeless. This wasn't that. Her grip loosened. Slowly. Carefully. She stepped back. I can't, she whispered. The silence on the other side turned heavy. Too heavy. Emily. His voice changed. Lower. Darker. You already did. The door handle started turning on its own. The lights went out. The next morning, the neighbors said her apartment door was wide open. No signs of struggle. No broken locks. No blood. No Emily. Just her phone. Lying on the floor. With one last notification. Missed call. Daniel Redhart. At 2:17 a.m. If you ever wake up in the middle of the night, and your phone rings with a name that shouldn't exist anymore, don't answer. And whatever you do, don't open the door.